everybody, welcome back to my channel, 23 Flavors of Stitching. My name is Kirsten and today is going to be a Stitch With Me video. I was going to do one either strapped to my chest or put into this tripod right here, but my phone is charging and the cord that I'm using won't allow either of those setups to happen. So we're gonna do a face-to-face one again. Hope that's alright with you guys. I am back home, obviously, and it's cold. So I decided to pull out Lovers, and this is a pattern I got on Etsy. I'll have it linked down below. But I really would like to have a finish because I feel like 2022 is going to be a not so fantastic year on the finish front. So that's why I want to work on this one. Because I'm really close. I only have the back stitching and what's left of the blanket to stitch, and then I will be all done. So this one also has a lot of color changes in the blanket, so it's and just kind of everywhere because of the shading, and so it's been a little harder for me to gravitate towards, but I know that I'm gonna really like it in the end. And who knows, maybe to have this finished by Valentine's Day, because on Valentine's Day I'm going to have a new start, and so I think if I was able to finish this in time for Valentine's Day, maybe not fully finished, but at least have the stitching finished by the time I start a new project, then I think that would be kind of cool. So, really quick, this needle minder I made myself. I know there are a couple Etsy shops who have these. I just bought the shape off of Amazon. I have a whole thing of them, and then I just used E6000 and some magnets from Amazon, and I made it myself. So, hack. There you go. Alrighty. Sorry, I didn't pull my colors, so I hope this isn't too loud for anyone. I apologize. Just trying to find what color I need, what colors I need, I should say. They are all these ones. And I need my greens. Okay. Cool. Okay, so I don't really know what to talk to you all about for this video. I'm sorry, the first couple minutes were kind of nothing. It has been over a month since I've filmed a Stitch With Me, so it's nice to be back. I haven't stitched hardly at all this week. I am trying to minimize the clutter that is in my office, whether it be things that I'm saving for like a rainy day or things that I thought I would use as finishing items, but then I don't end up using them as finishing items. Just things like that. Things that have sat in my office for more than a year that I haven't touched. And so I've been cleaning my office and decluttering and purging, and I'm even doing some purging in my closet and my dressers, and so I've been doing that instead of stitching, trying to start the year on the right foot, I guess. However, my Christmas decorations are still up. They're hanging out. And I don't really feel like I'm getting a lot of progress done, but I know that I am, because I have 4 bags and 2 boxes of things that are ready to go to a donation center, and so I know that I'm getting things done. It just doesn't look like it, and so it doesn't really feel like it, if that makes sense. So that kind of stinks, but it's okay. I should not have finished that. Let's see what else has been going on. So I graduated. For the last 2 weeks. No, week and a half. I've been trying to get in touch with my academic advisor, because the track that kind of shows you everything you have left in order to graduate, it's saying that my degree is still incomplete, even though I have the amount of credits that I need. And they're all in the right places. So I don't know why it's saying it's incomplete. And the last day for it to count as a fall 2021 graduate is tomorrow, the 15th. And I had a meeting with my advisor today, and I just said I'm trying to make sure that I can still graduate, and he assured me that he had time to speak with the graduation office today for me, and I didn't get a phone call back after that. I haven't gotten an email. I've even checked my student email. I have checked my track to see if that has changed at all, to see if he just forgot to email me. Nope, still says incomplete. So that's a little stressful. And what sucks is that it's not even my fault, so that's great. I'm trying not to get too upset about it. This month, and actually this weekend, starts the weeks, essentially, of me being what my grandma has lovingly termed a golf widow. If everything goes according to plan, my husband will be gone for every single weekend until the middle of March. Starting this weekend. And he's gone this weekend. He'll be gone next weekend. What really will determine it is how next weekend goes. And it's really weird for me to say that I hope that he'll be gone. But if he's gone, that means that he is traveling with the team. That means that he is qualifying and making it into tournaments. And so I hope that he is able to do that. Because I have my dogs, I don't really mind. That he's gone as often as he is. And I will actually be leaving him one weekend. I am going to go out to Virginia to see my parents and see my niece for her first birthday, and so I'm really excited to be able to do that. Her birthday is in February, so I am really excited to be able to see her. It kind of stinks to be a whole country away. From my niece. And I don't want to start crying. Anyway, new topic. So I'm excited to see her. While we were in Hawaii, I got her a couple of things for her birthday, and I can actually show you one. I got this cute little Hawaiian dress for her, and then I got her a plushie, and it is a beluga whale, and I think it's so cute. Anyway, yeah, she turns 1, so I'm really excited to be able to give those to her and to see her in person. I was actually really sad that I wasn't able to watch her open her Christmas present, but that's okay. We did FaceTime later when she was using her present, and she loves it. She just started to walk 2 days before Christmas or something like that, and because she was getting the hang of it and starting to she could, as long as she was holding on to something, she could move herself around. So because she was getting the hang of it, I got her a walker for Christmas, and one that has buttons and stuff all over it, and she's been loving it. She's been ramming it into walls because she can't turn yet. Anyway, so I'm excited to see her. Let's see, what else? If you don't follow me on Instagram, I have already changed up some of my 2022 plans. I think that the colors of autumn, colors of winter, colors of summer, colors of spring patterns are absolutely the cutest things ever. I think they're awesome. But for some reason, when I was thinking about stitching them and getting them ready and kitting them up, I was dreading it. And so I decided to take them out of my plans and that I would find other things to put in their place. And I have, and for most of them. Like, for my colors of autumn, I was going to start that in October, and I have decided to do Halloween Quaker by Leela's Studio instead, and I'm really excited about that. I started trying to do a floss conversion for that today, actually. Not a full one, just a partial one, just to see if I had anything that could take the place of the called for colors. So I was wanting to check my Forbidden Fiber Co. Flosses that I've gotten from my subscription, my monthly subscription from the Just Flossin' Club. And then I also checked some of my silks from Ymir that I got in the December box. And, just trying to see if I could minimize the cost for that pattern. And I was able to figure out a few colors, but I am stitching that. I will be stitching it on a different fabric than what is called for. And so I ended up ordering more floss than if I would have just ordered the called for, in case I don't like how the called for looks on the fabric. Maybe I'll have to do like a kitting up video or something to kind of show my process. I don't know. I think it would be fun. I feel like I would watch one of those videos. I don't even have to necessarily talk through it. I could just film what I'm doing and from a bird's eye view, and then put music over it or something. I don't know. Over on my Instagram today, I mentioned that I found all of my finishes from 2021, and I did a poll and asked if people would still be interested in seeing a finish parade for 2021, because we're halfway through January and I feel like it's not really applicable anymore, but everyone has said yes that has voted, so maybe I'll film that tomorrow. my childhood best friend. We've been friends for since 2004, I think. Is that when we moved up here? Yeah, we've been friends since 2004, so we've been friends for 17 and a half years. It'll be 18 years in August. And I'm gonna hang out with her tomorrow. I haven't seen her basically since my birthday. Maybe September? I don't know. It's been a few months, and so it'll be fun to see her, and then I'll also get to see her on Tuesday. But while the husband is gone, I wanted to hang out with her. So that'll be fun. And I get to see her little boy. Her little boy will be turning 3 in June. And so it'll be good to see them. Alright. I don't want to say I've used the last of these colors, but in the bottom half of the blanket that I'm stitching right now, I have finished with 2 colors. Still have the top half to do, and it's not really a half, it's more like 3/4. Anyway, let's see, what's next? I keep forgetting to mark off. Plans. And not necessarily stitching plans, just plans for my life. I don't really know. I'd like to put more effort into this channel. I think that would be fun. Not necessarily for the growth aspect of it, but I started this channel because I felt like I didn't have a community of stitchers, and so I wanted to have a community, and I feel like I'm not very active in my community myself, and so I'd like to put more effort into it, just so that I can feel more like I'm a part of the own community that I've created with all of you who watch my videos. Once I finish this color, because this will be my 3rd color that I finish for this small section, I will show you where I'm at. Let's see, what else? Does anyone have any tips on how to not make your house a mess while you declutter? because I feel like my mess just gets worse when I'm trying to declutter. But I enjoy doing it. I will go through my things a few times a year. Like, I don't just wait until spring cleaning or anything like that. I just, if I get an urge one day, done. I'm gonna do it. And, yeah, that's kind of... So I feel like I should be a pro because I do it so often, but it doesn't really feel like it. I think I'm gonna make this video around 45 minutes long, so I have about 20 more minutes. I feel like 45 minutes is pretty good for a Stitch with me. I have already put my dogs to bed, which sounds kind of funny, but my dogs have their own room with their kennels in it, and it's kind of just where they can hang out and not make my office or my bedroom smell like dog. Most of the time, their room is basically it's basically where they sleep and where they go if I need to go somewhere during the day. And that's about the only time that they're in there. Every other moment of the day, they are probably with me wherever I am. So today I spent most of the day in my office. My dogs spent most of the day in my office with me. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. I put my dogs to bed so that I could film this video without any interruptions. I would say it's working as long as they don't hear me. They'll bark at me if they can hear me. It's almost like a, hey, we know that you're awake, or hey, we know that you are here and we want to hang out with you. But usually when my husband is gone, I try to have the dogs sleep with me. I tried that last night. Last night was the first night he was gone, and I couldn't fall asleep, and I don't know if it was because the dogs were there and were making it difficult, or if I just couldn't sleep. I honestly don't know why. So tonight I'm trying having them sleep where they normally do and trying not to disrupt the routine. I'm just gonna tuck this thread and then I'll show you what I've gotten done, which actually won't seem like a lot, but it's okay. Okay, so I finished these crosses of this maroon color. It's DMC 814. And then I came down here and I did this green. That's what I just finished. There is a purple and then the maroon. And that's what I've done. Okay. Maybe we'll do the pink next. I feel like I should have prepared more, like with questions or something. I had questions written down once, like this or that questions, and now I don't know where they are. I'll have to find them again. I think I just found them on Pinterest. And then I wrote down the ones that I actually wanted to answer, or that I could actually come up with an answer for. I mentioned that I was decluttering and all that in my office, and I figure once that's done and everything looks the way I want it to, then I can film like a little office / craft room tour. I think that would be fun. It's videos like those that you can just play in the background. You don't necessarily have to be stitching, but if you play it in the background and just have people talking while you're trying to do things, I have found that those videos for me actually help me be more productive. So usually I try to find a clean with me with a voiceover, or if someone else has a stitch with me video and they're talking through the whole thing, usually I'll put on a stitch with me video. Or you know whose videos I actually really like for that is Danielle Stitcherista. I just like listening to her talk. And so if I need to clean up my kitchen or do anything like that, then I will just turn on her videos. And she does a video basically every day. And so if I get behind a couple days, then that's an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on how many days I get behind, that I can just listen to her. I can listen to whatever story she's telling, listen to whatever she's talking about, and get some pretty good progress on my housework. So if you haven't tried that yet, I would recommend it. I'm trying to decide if I want to complete all of these crosses or all of these half stitches that I'm doing right now, as I'm trying to make my way across the pattern, or if I should just leave them and then take this with me somewhere and then just finish the crosses so that I don't even have to look at the pattern. That might be a good idea. Maybe on a color that fills the space more. Or once I finish this part of the blanket, maybe I'll do that for the last part of the blanket. And then the only thing that I'll have to look at the pattern for is the backstitching to give all of the details, like the hair and where the blanket slouches. I'm also trying a new mic, so let me know if you like the sound of this mic or if you can hear me okay. I did like a little test run, but it wasn't very long. It was only a couple of minutes, maybe 1 minute. So I don't think that accurately gave a test. Report. Gave an accurate test. Just gave an accurate test, I guess. I don't know. So let's see. I actually feel like I'm getting kind of tired. Maybe this will be less than 45 minutes. Except last night when I felt tired, so I turned off lights, I put away my book, as soon as the lights turned off, because I have one that goes around my neck and then I can turn it on and then I can read or stitch or whatever, and I actually really like it for planes. Anyway, as soon as I turned my little neck book light off and put my book away and, I was getting everything ready to go to bed, I basically sat straight up and said, well, I'm not tired. So I might have to wait a little bit longer before I say that to myself. For the new year, I am trying to be better about what I am feeding my body. It's not necessarily that I had a horrible diet, but there was room for improvement, especially on the caffeinated, sugary drink front. I'm trying to limit myself to 200 milligrams of caffeine a day, just because that's kind of a lot, and also taking into account all of the sugar that is in the drinks that I like, along with the caffeine. That's a lot. And then instead of doing meal prepping, I'm doing snack prepping. Or at least I'm trying to. This is my first week home, so I haven't had a full week to actually try these things. Anyway, so I'm wanting to do snack prepping instead of meal prepping because in the middle of the day I don't really like to have a large meal. I would rather have a filling snack and then have a bigger dinner. And so instead of grabbing chips or popcorn or a candy bar, I've been grabbing, like today for example, I had half of a bell pepper and some cheese. Like they're the little cheese rectangles that you can buy from the store. Because I wasn't very hungry, but I wanted something crunchy, and so that's what I had. And then yesterday, for a snack, I had the first half of the bell pepper with cream cheese. That was good. And then I also have naan bread in my fridge. And I have berries and stuff, you know, just healthier things, healthier options, instead of going for the chips, because I really like chips. And then today, instead of having a bunch of soda, which I think I was either right at the 200 milligram mark or just shy of it, so not terrible for one of my first days actually trying to limit my intake. And I didn't even get a headache today, which was awesome. But I filled up a cute mug. I'll show you, it's right here. And filled it up with water, and then for a little bit of flavor, I had a sparkling ice. It was the peach nectarine flavor, and it tasted really good. I really like the sparkling ices. I think they taste good. And I like the carbonation. Anyway, I filled up this mug from Brewmate with water. My husband got it for me for Christmas so that I could have a mug that fits in my cup holder a little bit better in my car. So I had this. And then before I came up here to film my video, I was thirsty, but I didn't really know what for. And I was looking in the fridge, and I decided I wanted chocolate milk. So that's what this is. Just a second. Okay, I hope that worked. I honestly don't know. So I'm pretty proud of myself because I've been caffeine dependent for a while, and I think I mentioned this a few videos ago, where I was trying to limit my caffeine intake, and then finals happened, and, you know, other things happen, and so you kind of just fall back into your habits, and that's okay, as long as you don't see it as like a total failure or a total loss. You can just say, oh, we'll start again, because some effort to fix things that you want to fix is better than no effort. And the reason why I emphasize fixing what you want to fix is because no one is forcing me to change how I'm eating or what I am letting my body ingest. It's just me. I'm the one who wanted to do it. And I was very fortunate that when I told my husband, he said, okay, let's go to the store. Let's get you the stuff that you need. And I mean, he needed his stuff because he does meal prepping. But I know that I'm fortunate in the fact that my husband supports me in it, and he's not just like saying that I have to do it on my own, basically. Because I know that there are people who deal with that. So I feel very lucky. I'm also being conscious in what drinks I'm having. Kind of just what I talked about a little bit, but for example, this morning I had that meeting with my advisor, and I knew I was going to be tired because I had such a hard time falling asleep. And so I was like, okay, I will have a drink in the morning. I don't drink coffee, so I was like, okay, I can have one Dr. Pepper or one Mountain Dew in the morning, and then that'll be it. And then I didn't have another, well, I had a caffeine-free one, but I didn't have another caffeinated drink until, let's see, I finished that one at around 9:30, and I didn't have another one until about 4:30 in the afternoon. And then I haven't had another caffeinated beverage since 6:30? 6:45 is when I finished. So I'm pretty proud of myself for actually sticking to it, because I know, because I've tried before, I know that it can be hard to stick to it. So anyway, I'm just gonna finish up the last few stitches of this color that are in the area that I am stitching. And then I will probably keep stitching for a little bit, but I will end the video. And I just noticed that there are a couple one-off stitches in the page above that overlap on the pattern. So I'm just gonna stitch the three other stitches real quick. Because why not? I have nothing but time. Not really. I would like to not be annoyed when my dogs, well, really just only one of them barks, but when one of my dogs barks in the morning, I would like to not be annoyed by that, by her trying to wake me up to say, hey, I need to go outside. So I will just end off this thread and then show you where I finished and what I was able to get done during this little session. Alrighty, so I was doing the lighter pink So I did all of these, and I came all the way down here, and then the ones that I just stitched were over here. So doesn't look like a lot, but I did get some done. I think that was probably about 50 to 60 maybe. So not bad. All right, well, I will let you go. Do whatever you need to do, whether that's find a new video to watch while you stitch, or whether this was just kind of a break for you while you when you needed something else to do. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know that you liked it. The next time I film one of these, I'm going to try and make it so that you are actually seeing me stitch. There are a couple technical things that I need to figure out for that. Not really even technical, but just figuring out where the camera needs to be positioned and all that. But until then, I hope that you remember that someone always needs you, and I will see you next time.